Okay. I'm a professional, guys, I swear. I am so good at this. So, last time I did a challenge where I was playing Minecraft, but every 30 minutes I'd eat one of these guys. You remember those guys? You can read the title of the stream, you can read the description, you could figure out what it's all about. I can't actually say what it's about, otherwise YouTube's gonna fuck me. Last time I was totally unprepared for anything to do with anything, but now I have things done right. I already have, oh shit, I already have a couple of these ready to go, just sitting there. Last time they were refrigerator cold, so they were really difficult to eat. What's going on here? But now I got some of them. I also have water to begin with. Mm. Who doesn't love Johnson City tap water? And yeah, we're gonna get back into the world and we're gonna play some Minecraft. But first, I actually got to eat part of this. Mm. Delicious. Well, here goes nothing. Thank you all for being here, all 1 million of you. And let's begin. Well, they really truly taste terrible, by the way. Ugh. And I'm already almost out of water. Great. We just get into the game here, and then we can begin. Okay. Forgot there was another portal right there, but anyway. It's, what are we doing here? Minecraft? Yeah, I played that before. Okay. So, last stream we actually got quite a lot done. We got to the nether, we got some diamonds, we got a little base going. Now, we gotta, play the rest of the game. I really hope I'm actually on the right screen. Because if I'm not, that's gonna be very embarrassing. I eat bread. Oh, fucking, am I an idiot? Am I being an idiot about this? Hello? Okay, fine. Sure, whatever. I just spent like 10 minutes trying to get the keybinds right, and they're still not right, but okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? I gotta go to bed first. I don't know if I can because of all the monsters, but we will figure out. Okay, apparently it's morning now. I really should not be living this close to a lava lake, honestly. Just plug that up. There we go. Just a couple little safety measures so I don't die a horrific death. Come on. And, yeah, that's it. Right. I did that. Ugh. I'm just a child. I'm a child who has so much to learn. Hello to you, Mr. Fox. Could you stop killing the fish? Oh, fucking. Hello. Where the hell did you come from? Potato. 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 I could do a thing with a potato. Hello. I could do a thing with a potato. And, oh, no, let's go the long way. Where did he even come from? That's concerning, to say the least. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Concept is self-explanatory. I'm doing some. Oh, he left. Great. That's fine. I don't like talking. Okay, I gotta move some stuff. I absolutely hate the zimbosity of it all. So I'm gonna move my shiz up front. I don't understand why my keybinds aren't working. They were working the other day, but now they're just not. Gross. It's very gross of me. Sorry. I forgot to start the timer. Fuck me. Okay, so we are going to 25 minutes on the clock. Because it's already been like 5 minutes, you know. You know how it is. Now. Yeah, that looks nice. It looks nicer than my room. What's going on? Nothing. I got wood. I can make a door. I can figure out how to make a door. So for anyone who's never taken edibles before, they take about 30 minutes to an hour to hit. At least the ones that I have take that long. Your mileage may vary, depending on, I don't know, get the fuck off. So yeah, we are going to put some stuff up here. And potato. I'm gonna make a hoe, and then I'm gonna grow some potato. That's gonna be our first reliable food source, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta get back into the stream. God damn it. Okay. Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? First the zombie, then the fucking creeper. And now my phone is fucking... God damn it. It's all gone cat... I don't know. Everything's going sideways now. Ugh. Genuine miracle that that didn't kill me, by the way. Because if it did, I would have had to take another one of these. That's the rule that I'm just made up now. God. You see, the giant rock-hard cock is supposed to keep me safe, but it's just not. Okay. Now, farming. I'm going to farm before I suffer any more harm. That worked. At this point, I'm not... Come on. At this point, I'm not going to bother with any goals like last stream. I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play the craft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. There we go. It's just a tree, ladies and gentlemen. That was nothing but a tree. I'm gonna kill these flies. What is going on, ladies and germs? Again, genuine, like actual miracle. I didn't just die there. Have have foxes always hunted fish? That feels like a new development. I don't think I've ever seen that before. They also don't seem to be picking up the fish, so I'll just take it. Thank you very much. Okay, I planted the... I got bone meal. I forgot. I, I forgot that fish dropped that. I gotta move some stuff around. Replant this. Nope. 5 and 6. That still doesn't work. See, Bedrock's a superior version because you can do that. You can use bone meal on that. Ow. Ow. Oh, fuck these berries. Boom. Oh boy. Is that my first achievement? No, it can't be. I got a diamond pickaxe. What are we talking about? I'm gonna block this off too. It's gonna look ugly, I know, but I don't care. I want to be safe. It's going to be a brutalist structure, but it is going to be a structure nonetheless. What the hell? It's just this massive fucking fly just bothering me. Yeah, there we go. That'll be good for now. Where am I going? I need these berries. Thank you. Are berries good for anything? Like, really? Honestly? I'm gonna go back up to the village, and I'm gonna see what they're up to. It's just like the worst food source, aside from like kelp, that you have to eat while looking up at the sky, otherwise you're gonna plant them. And nobody wants to plant them. Because nobody wants them in the first place. What am I... What? Come on. And, that's a very ineffective path right there, my guy. I don't think you guys know what you're doing. I had the worst morning this morning. like genuinely. Because for starters, I went to bed at like midnight last night, which is actually like it's late, but for me that's about on par. But my phone just it did not go off. My alarms didn't go off. Like people were calling me, it didn't go off, which is really bad because the guy at the guy who was supposed to open at work tomorrow, he had to call out. So they wanted me to come in, and I would have if I had heard them call, but I couldn't because my phone it didn't do the thing. So now they probably think that I'm just trying to ignore them when I'm not. So now I'm going to have to deal with that whole headache when I get into work tomorrow, which is so much fun. I love getting yelled at for things that, ow. I love getting yelled at for things that aren't my problem, that aren't my fault, at least. I really shouldn't have picked this spot to set up base. Quite possibly the worst spot that I could have picked. Nope, we are just going and going and going. I'm gonna go do some more strip mining for iron so I can have a full set of that. And then we will be good. Ugh. I hate the skellies and the Zambos. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Let's go. Come on, my torch is down here. Y16, I believe, is the best spot for iron mining. We will see if that's true. Yeah, I hope everyone's ready for another hour of strip mining. Oh, god damn it. That's kind of all we're doing. Also, sorry that there's no music today, but as it turns out, the copyright-free playlist that I used was not, in fact, copyright-free. So that is a great thing to hear. Ugh. I kind of wish these hit a little faster because then I'd have more content for the video because I'd be higher sooner. But yeah, we're gonna figure them out. Mm. Any of you ever played Dispatch? You ever heard of Dispatch? It's a good game. I like it. It I don't know where I'm going with that, but I need season 2 like now. I know there's no official plans, but come on, they're gonna make a season 2. I don't see any world in which it doesn't get a season 2. Ugh. But if it does get a season 2, they need to hire me. They need to put me in the game. Everyone's favorite minor celebrity, not even everyone's favorite guy who yells into a microphone. I need to be in the game. Ugh. This sucks. Oh, come, fucking piece of shit. Like, yeah, I know strip mines are boring and everything, but at least they're safe. No part of this is safe. Gotta block it off. Gotta go tactical with it. Go right in there. Drop a torch. Okay. Block that. And buckle it. Alright. Strip mining is back on the menu, boys. Oh, hey. Look at that. Hey. It's like the smallest possible that I could have gotten. Yeah. I need one more piece of iron so I can make pants so I can stop being naked. Also, no way you guys are gonna realize this or not, but my Minecraft skin is yeah, it's a boot. It is blue jeans, a red flannel, and a white t-shirt, which is basically what I wear every day. So yeah, it's what I was wearing during the last stream too. You can go see it too. You probably can't see the pants, but you can definitely see the shirt. I was wearing Doug merch in the last stream. Because I'm a loser, you know? I just need to get a bit more iron, then I can go and do the thing. What is the thing? I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out eventually. I don't know. I got most of my bits out in the last stream, so now I'm just struggling for content. God, I really hope I'm actually audible right now. Hang on. You see, it works when I do the fucking away screen, but the screen doesn't work. I have to use end instead of page up, which is the one that I put it on, but it's not working because I guess God hates me or something. Anyway, let's just, now that we got that figured out, let's move on. Don't put me in another cave. I said don't. Ugh. I mean, there's iron, so I'm gonna go get it. Never mind. Okay, we gotta do this tactically, boys and girls, because I am in a very precarious position right now, and the slightest misclick could lead to my death. Why did I play hard? I don't know why I picked hardcore. I fucking hate hardcore. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but for me, hardcore. For me, hardcore is just about bragging rights. That's it. It's not fun. Like, hard difficulty already exists. The only it's just a challenge mode, which is stupid. There you go. Alright, Zam. Come on. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go the other way. We're just gonna go the other way. Yummy. Delicious. I don't know. I don't have a joke for everything. God, stop with the caves. Oh God, stop it with the burps too. Jesus. Anyway, it's fucking. It's gonna be the death of me. It's gonna be the death of me. We have about 8 minutes left until the next bite. And can I just say, real quick, Mr. Wigglesworth, he's a fucking coward, okay? He's not half the man that I am. He refuses to do edible percent. Here, I'm doing it for fun. I'm not even making money off of this. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back into it. I need to get more water soon, too. Excuse you? That was like a train derailing sound effect. What are you talking about? Now, if you guys want the recipe, just let me know. Obviously, no one's watching me right now, but when I edit this into a short, just let me know, and I'll give you guys the recipe for my sweet little cookies. Which, by the way, very interesting to think of how... What? It's very interesting to think of how I uploaded that short to 3 different sites, okay? I uploaded it to YouTube first, then TikTok, and then Instagram. The YouTube version immediately took off. It got about 800 views in like I got I got I got to remember to press the buttons. It got to like 800 views in the first like 2 hours, but then kind of like petered off after that. The TikTok upload, it didn't do anything. It literally had 0 views for like 12 hours because the TikTok censorship is god awful. It is so terrible. So I accidentally put edibles in the title, so no views for that one. But the Instagram one did amazing. It got about 1,500 views and about 60 likes. That is not great numbers, I'll give you that. But for someone like me who has no sort of a following of any kind, that is perfect. And that's usually where I would end it off, but I decided to re-upload the TikTok version, but to change the title and the tag so it doesn't get flagged. And then it did amazing again. Like, let me check on it right now, actually. Yeah, we're currently at about 900 views and 65 likes on TikTok, which is fantastic. And the YouTube is just like stuck at around 970 something. It's just slowly going up. That one I'm not too worried about. The Instagram one though, it's popping off. It's great. Uh, I'm gonna turn this into a series. I'm gonna milk it till it's dead. I actually gotta start making moves to beat the game though, because that's the whole point of the series is to beat the game. Even though, God, can you imagine fighting the Ender Dragon while off like 300 milligrams? God, that's gonna be awful. So yeah, we're almost at the end of the first half hour, which means that the first half of the cookies should be hitting soon, and I'm also gonna have to eat another half because I'm stupid and decided to do this challenge. I have one viewer, and it's me. I don't have an actual setup on my screen to look at chat and the game at the same time, so I just have the stream open on my phone so I can look at chat. Not that it matters because there's nobody, but still. Oh, God. Fuck. I'm so tired. I gotta... Ooh, hello. Hello, useless gold. I'm still gonna mine you because yes, but yeah. Nope. Whatever. We're locking in, chat. That's. We are grinding. I'm on that Sigma male grind set. Remember when that was the funniest meme you could have ever told anybody? Now everything's just fucking slop. Am I still in the shot? I don't even know. One of these days though, once I make like a lot of money, I'm gonna have a whole like actual setup. And then we're gonna be able to have some quality content instead of whatever the fuck I'm doing now. I have enough iron. What am I doing? I'm getting out of here. Okay. No. I am getting the fuck out of here because I don't want to die in a cave. I've died too many times in too many caves. What? Oh, right. Okay. Hello? 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 How do I get out of here? What the fuck? Did I block off my exit? No, it's here. Okay. Okay, great. I'm gonna block that off. I'm gonna finish up my armor, and then I'm gonna go to the Nether in the next half hour. I'm gonna figure out how to do that whole thing. Oh, I hear an Endermander. It's boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. I don't know. It's not even what I needed. Just put up some more junk. That's time, folks. God. I can't be this tired already. It's only 5:30. Just let's get it going. Cheers. I don't know. It tastes like a rotten banana, in case you need to know that. They've been in the fridge for the past few months, so they should still be safe to eat. They're just not good. Yeah. Ah. All right. 30 minutes. Start it again. Now, while that's going, I'm going to go fill my water up again. See you in a bit. that took 6 minutes. The fuck? Jesus. I should have I should have gotten the water before I ate the cookie and before I started the time, but again, I am not smart. So, I now only have 22 minutes to make some progress. Should have let this go while I was getting my water. But I didn't. Because what am I, chat? An idiot. Okay, let's figure this out. It is nighttime. Go in bed. Nice. Once this, I need to get some iron. There. Okay, now that we got full iron, what is this? That's just a plant. I don't need the plant. Now that we got full iron armor, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go do a fucking Minecraft. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a stick. I'm gonna make God. My mouse is not working. I'm gonna make sword. Even though I already have sword, but this is a better sword. And I'm going to make spear. And that's so much fun. We got spears now. Wow. That combat update can't come sooner enough. Okay. That is awful. Holy shit. That is so awful. What the hell? What the hell? What is this good for? What does that do? Huh? Huh? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And it's making me want to die. Get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. What is it? It's nether time. I get some blocks. Ring up stack of blacks. Some bird. Okay, I gotta get comfortable. And here we go. Okay, we chill. We chillin'. I really did just get the worst nether. This is it. I'm giving this the title of worst. Boy, does it deserve it. Just hold on my sword. I should light the way home, too. That might help. Oh, there's a pig. Boom. Pig down. Pig slaughtered. Let's get this shit. That's another pig. Okay, well. The pig is being deleted. Okay. Let's, what good is this fucking spear? Genuinely. Like, that, I almost died because of that. Ugh. box. Little patch of safety. So home is this way. Got it. I don't know, chat. I don't really know. I also don't have that many torches to begin with, so this might be a problem. That's just the sound of a normal pig. Okay, normal pig, not at all dangerous or anything. I mean, it could be, but it's not. I don't even fucking know, boys. Goyles. I think I already got lost. Let's just keep going this way. Let's eat some more bread. You eat the bread so that you're not, so that you don't, I don't know. Okay, that's a dead end. That's great. Hello, gentlemen. What's up here? Nothing. Cool. See, I thought that was another fortress, and I thought things were going to be infinitely easier, but no. They are, in fact, going to be infinitely harder. I really just got to get out of this biome. This is the worst biome. Yeah. No, no. That's a bad pig. That's a bad pig. Was that a bad pig? Or am I the bad pig? Oh, hello. See, that's a good biome. Because the only problem in that biome is the Endermen, and those are very easy to overcome. I just gotta get over there. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, you don't say, huh? Maybe. What's it to you? Well, I don't think that's any of your business. No, don't bring my mother into this. What the okay, there he is. Okay, there we go. I don't have anything to defend myself. Just spam. Ow. I'm just gonna run. You know what? I am just going to run. I'm just gonna run and wait for that guy to despawn. How the fuck did I end up in, like, the worst possible spot in the Nether? I'm doing this too early, aren't I? hello. Again. I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm leaving. I actually care about my life, so I am leaving. Okay, here we go, chat. Chat, I don't think you understand the... Alright, up here, and then up there, I guess. Why'd I come this way? I don't know. And then over here. Ow. No? Okay. Go by the lava. And... now where? Down there. Okay. This might take a while to get down there because, you know, there's pigs. See, that's a pig. That's a pig. That's a pig that wants my dick. Hello. Can you all protect me? There's a pig. I don't mean you pigs, the other pig. That pig. Thank you. I hate it here. I hate it in the nether. I don't want to be in the nether. At least I'm safe from the pigs, like right here. Because that mushroom is what keeps us protected from the pigs. Anyway, my portal is right there, so let's just... uh-oh. Let's just go down here. Ow. Ow. And we're going home. Just gotta hit the defense while I'm out. And for good reason, too. That is terrifying. Okay, I gained nothing from that experience. That's fun. God. I'm just gonna go mining again. No, I need... Also, this is just fucking awful, by the way. What does it do? The attack is awful. It's so awful. The sword attacks faster and is stronger. But no, the spear needed to be added because... I don't know. I don't know why the spear was added. It just was. Anyway, that's zombie dying. That's great news. We love to see it. I still need the torches. Like, that would help. Who? Okay. Have to compromise. Okay. Just be careful. You never know when things want to try to kill you. Got about 8 minutes again till the next one. Time is moving faster than it usually does. I'll be honest. I mean, it looks cool, but what's the point? That's the point. Ha ha ha. I have to look that up after the stream because I genuinely don't know what the point is. I don't know. Oh, God. Torches. I need more torches so I can mine more stuff. Put that up there. Take the flour, put that up there. And then we're going to make some more torches. Whoop, whoop. Bam! It's too many torches. But we're going to roll with it. You gotta take things in stride in life. Well. You got a kazoo. I forgot I have a kazoo. I don't know how to fucking play it, but I got it. But, yeah. But, I'm struggling. I'm not even I'm like one cookie in and I am struggling. It's kind of hard to keep a conversation going by yourself. That's the big issue. I have gotten snuck up by creepers in past playthroughs. So, thank God for that. Okay. You can never be too careful, boys and girls. You can never be too careful. But you can also never be careful enough. That's the real. That's the problem with modern society. You can never do it the exact amount you need it. I don't even know. Oh, hello. I would like to play the game. I would like to find diamond. So, trying to remember what's next in a Minecraft playthrough. You get diamonds, you get enchantments. I gotta find cows so I can get an enchanting set. So I can get an enchanting setup. So I can get one of those made. And after that, I don't know. You enchant your gear, you go over the nether, you find the stuff, you get ready for the fight, and then you kill the dragon. Okay. That's how you play Minecraft. I don't know how much longer this is gonna take. I'm not that fast at Minecraft, even when I'm sober, so this is gonna be an experience. I'm also probably gonna die several times before I even get there, so yeah. It's gonna suck when I die. I'm gonna scream and I'm gonna cry. 3 minutes left, ladies and germs. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, hey! Oh, would you look at that? That's a slice of something. That it? That really it? No. God, no. Don't tell me that's it. I need more diamonds. I need a place down in church. I don't want anything spawn on me. Hmm? Oh, Vanna. I got that song stuck in my head. No, we're good. I'm gonna try going for as long as I can today. Last time I just gave up, but this time I'm committed to the bit. So we are going to get this shit done. God, could you imagine if I... you imagine playing FNAF Security Breach while high? That would have been an experience. I chose not to do that though because I deleted that game and I don't want to have to re-download it just for another stream. I deleted it so I could download Spider-Man, but then I never played Spider-Man. So maybe I should just delete Spider-Man and then play Security Breach again. I don't know. Can you please, for the love of God, stop? What? I'm not even in a cave. It's not even a thing I'm doing. That's redstone. I'm not even in the cave. So could you please stop it? Sometimes you guys gotta take an extra... Ooh, hello, iron. Sometimes you just gotta take that extra deep breath when you're as high as I am. Yeah. Usually the first time you have to do that is like the sign that you're there. And, there we go. We're good. Hello? I have no idea what's going on. But it is time, ladies and germs, for another edible. Let's try to get this one more even than the last one. There we go. This is what YouTube pays me the $0 for. Cheers. I'm sure there's just like another level of comedy from watching me eat these disgusting cookies. Hmm. One more. uh, I don't get why they're so not good anymore. They were delicious when I first made them. It's probably the month from being in the freezer, I'm guessing. That's probably what it is. Mm. Oh. Mommy. Mommy. Oh. Mm. Alright. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's get back into it. Oh, I am so locked in, it's not even funny. I'm gonna ignore that iron, actually. Because I think it's part of like an iron vein or something. No, no. I need that iron. So I'm gonna mine that iron. So I drink a margarita. Get back into the chat. How doing, everybody? Glad to see you all here. As well know, I am the most followed person on YouTube. Don't bother looking it up. Everyone else is going to tell you it's wrong, but I know it's true. My pickaxe is almost dead. I have not yet found enough diamonds to replace it. So, we are in trouble. I don't have any snacks. I don't have any snacks. I remembered water this time, but I didn't get any snacks. Nice. I don't need redstone. I don't need it. Ugh, it's still in my mouth. Get out of my mouth. Ugh, disgusting. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's just to get rid of those cookies. Because I could throw them out, but then they'd be a waste. I could give them out to people, but they don't want them either. So I just have to I just have to use them. I don't think the taste would be as noticeable if I wasn't eating so many of them. If I was just eating one, I'd be like, yeah, it tastes a little funny, but then I'd move on with my day. But no, I've got to eat one every half hour, so the taste really sticks with you. Mm. Oh, God. Ugh. Don't close your eyes while you're this high, by the way. Just don't do it. You'll fall into the goddamn sunken place. If I end up going fully catatonic, just stick with me. I'm struggling. Mm. I don't actually know what the highest I've ever been is. Okay, that's just a straight up lie. I know exactly what it was. I might as well take this opportunity to tell you guys about a story that I did. This was the first time I ever made edibles. Not these cookies, by the way. This is a little bit before I made the cookies. So, it was about a month and a half ago. I'd only been smoking for about a year at that point. And the only edibles I've ever had are those little gummies that you get from, you know, the ones I'm talking about. You always get, and I got them from a really shady website, by the way. They didn't even card me for them, so who knows what was in those? I have no fucking clue. But about a month and a half ago, I decided that instead of buying them this time, I would just make my own, because that sounds like fun. It combines my two favorite hobbies, both of which are baking. So I went I went online to find like a reputable weed seller that wasn't too expensive. I ended up finding this ad on Twitter which recommended said you could get an ounce of weed for $50. That sounds legit. So I go on their website, I scroll through their listings, and I find a strand that looks okay, you know? Not great, but okay. And I buy it. So the price included with shipping was only about $60. That's a great price for what I hope is actual weed. So that was going to be delivered. I ordered it on the 4th. Now flash forward to the 11th of November. By the way, this all happened in November. I ordered it on November 4th. Flash forward to November 11th. I wake up and uh, I check the tracking number for it, and I see that my package is I see that my package is in a Binghamton mail facility. Well, that's great. That's only like a 10-minute drive away. Why isn't it being delivered today? Is what I wondered. So that's when I figured it out. What the hell? I don't know. That's when I realized it's November 11th. Ew, gross. Okay, we're good. It's November 11th. That's Veterans Day or Memorial Day. I don't really remember, but it was one of those military holidays where they don't deliver mail. So my weed wasn't going to be delivered until the 12th, okay? But problem, the 11th was my only day off for like the next week. I wouldn't if I didn't make them today, I wouldn't be able to make them for another week until the next Tuesday. And I have ADHD. I cannot handle waiting for anything. It's just gonna escape my mind like a fly that's currently buzzing around my head. So instead of practicing self-control and waiting, I decided I was gonna go use all the cash I had to go buy some weed from a local dispensary. I go onto Weed Maps, I look up just what's the closest dispensary to me. I find this place called Greenlight Dispensary. Great place, really it is. I search their offerings, and the only thing that I can actually afford at this dispensary is half an ounce of like a 30% strain, which was $80. And with taxes, it was like 90 for half an ounce. Oh my God. God, I had no idea how expensive weed was. So I spent like 10, 15 minutes mulling it over. I had $100 in cash on me because one of my friends had recently paid me back some money that I they owed me. So, God, fucking. So I had $100 on me. I could go get it, but I really didn't know if I wanted to. Eventually, I decided that it would probably be worth it one way or another. So, yeah, I placed the order for pickup, and then I have to make it to the dispensary. Now, the dispensary is like only what is it like? Only like 20-minute walk away from my place. I could easily do that. That's no problem. The problem was that it was the middle of November. So it was like 30 degrees outside. It was fucking frigid. So I had a bunch of cash on me. I had nothing on my card. And what little I did have on my card, I really needed to save to get to work. So I just had to be strong and I had to be mentally prepared for the cold. I just had to brace it. I just had to deal with it. And I could not get an Uber no matter how much I wanted to. So I put on my coat. I put on another jacket. I put on my pants and my shoes and everything. I take one step outside. I immediately turn around and order an Uber. Yeah, I have no self-control. So the thing is, it was only like a $10 Uber up there, so that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So that was some good news. I don't know if the lady who dropped me off at the dispensary realized that she was dropping me off at a dispensary or not, because she was like this old Christian white lady, you know the kind. So she was just, and she had to take me all the way up to a dispensary. I don't know if she knew about it. She definitely didn't comment on it, but I think it would have been really funny if she did. Anyway, we get up to the street where the dispensary's on. And the thing about this street is that there's actually God damn it, I don't want your fucking redstone. The thing about this street is that there's actually two smoke shops on the same street. One of them was the Greenlight Dispensary, which was the one that I needed to go to. The other one was just called Smoke Shop. My, oh, God, I swear to God, if I'm muted during all of this, I would cry. So, the other one was called, it was called simply Smoke Shop. And that's the one that she dropped me off at. And I didn't realize that that was the wrong one because I go inside this one. I go up to the guy at the register and I tell him I'm picking up an order for Robin Merritt. And he's like, "We don't do orders, bro." So, I immediately realize I'm in the wrong place. Turns out the right place is like a 10-minute walk down that way. So I have to go there. So I have to walk again. Eventually, I make it to the green light dispensary. I don't know what I was expecting going into it. I thought it was gonna be like the last place, just like a regular smoke shop that you could just walk into, grab, see all the things laid out for you, and then bring it to the guy who's running the register. That is not what I ended up with. What I saw was just like a tiny closet-sized room with just one guy at a desk on his phone and like a locked door on the other side. It looked like a speakeasy, except not really, because speakeasies were inconspicuous and weed isn't illegal anymore. So, well, so I go into this dispensary. I'm really thrown off by how it doesn't look like a dispensary. I'm like, am I in the wrong spot again? I have no idea. But I go up to the guy, and he asks me, and the guy, when I go up to the guy, he asks me, "Hey, are you just shopping, or are you picking up an order?" So yeah, I'm in the right spot. I tell him, "Yeah, picking up an order for Robin Merritt." He says, "Okay, bet." And then he goes over to the door and he unlocks it for me, and I go inside. Now, if you've been paying close attention and you know how a dispensary works, you'll know that he skipped a fairly important step. He he did not ask for my ID. Again, I don't know. At the time, I thought, oh, he's not going to ask me for my ID. They're going to ask me for my ID when I get to the cash register. Well, I'll let you know that later. But so he opens the door, does not check my ID, and he lets me into the smoke shop. And it looked like what I was expecting. All the like bongs and stuff, all the pipes. Everything was laid out. The weed was in like another room that customers weren't allowed to get into, which makes sense. So I go up to the lady on the cash register and I tell her I'm picking up an order for Robin. And she says, "Okay," and she just types in all the things. And then after a minute of typing, she just looks up to me and she says, "My computer's broken." Which is the worst thing when you're trying to shop for something. I imagine it's terrible for the retail workers, but at least they know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with just having to wait for them to fix their computer. So her computer's broken. She has to go to the next computer over, kick that person off their computer, and log into it then. And then she has to, and then when she does that, she looks up at me again and says, "This one's broken too." God damn it. So I can't get a win today. We go over to a third person's computer, and this guy says it's not the computer, it's your login. So he logs in with his own things, and thank God it worked. I don't know what we were going to do if his computer was broken as well, but thank God it worked. So he punches up the order. I hand him the $90 in cash because, weed is expensive. He goes over to like a little window. He literally knocked a secret code on the door, which is just, or maybe he was just being funny, I don't know, but it just like he knocked something on the door, and then of course he knocked on the door. He needed to let the guy know there. But he knocked, the guy came out, he said, and hey. And Jesus Christ, I keep getting distracted. And it's just one. Okay. So he opens the window, he takes my weed, and he gives it to me. It is so much smaller than I was expecting. Like, I get that it's like dried leaves and everything, but that is just pathetic. It was such a pathetic amount, too. Oh, hey! Ooh, hey! Just two. Okay. Well, I got diamonds for the pickaxe. Where was I? Okay, I finally have my weed. This time, though. Oh, right. Fuck. You'll notice what they didn't do again. They did not ask for my ID again. What is going on? I don't know if it was just that I looked really old and they just thought, I don't got, like, it's obvious. I don't know if they just thought I was old or if they, stop. I don't know if they just thought I was definitely old enough or if they just didn't care. I mean, it was a holiday, so it was, yeah, when I went into the thing, it was fucking packed. 11 a.m. on Veterans Day, and it was packed. So that's more reason why it was so stressful that their computers weren't working. I even This is all just set up for me making the brownies, by the way. I haven't even started making the brownies. So I start going home. This time, though, I make sure that I force myself to walk home. Again, it only took 20 minutes, but it was so cold. It was so cold. And I was just a little bit high already because I I don't remember exactly how I was high, but I was. Anyway, God, walking home was miserable. But I finally make it home, and thus Act 1 of this story is over. Oh my God. That's just me getting the weed. Now we can move on to Act 2, me making the brownies. So, when I got the weed, I didn't really know how to make them into edibles. And I didn't want to fuck it up either. So I looked up a bunch of tutorials. And by the way, it's really fun that you just look up tutorials on how to make weed brownies nowadays. You don't have to just like, you don't have to ask around. You don't have to make shit up. No, you can just figure it out. So I look up a tutorial after I get the things home. Cottonmouth, it's the worst. I look up the tutorial. It tells me that I have to heat the buds for like several hours, and then I have to infuse them into the butter for several more hours. Now, I didn't want to do this downstairs, because that's where all the people live. And I don't want to, I didn't really care if they knew I smoked or if they knew that I was making these. All I cared about was just not bothering them with it. So buy, I decided to buy a hot plate and like one of those things you'd find in the college dorms, like it's not a real stove. Yeah, I bought one of those, and then I took a pot, and then I took the pot, I filled it with water, and I gotta whisper. I gotta basically whisper now because I think people know, and I don't want to bother them again. Okay, so I take the, come on, yeah, I take a pot full of water. I take the buds, I put them into a plastic bag, and then I take that bag, put it into the boiling water for like, I should not be giving you instructions on how to make them. I shouldn't definitely not be doing that. I you boil them for an hour and a half. Then you move them into a new pot with some melted butter in it, and you boil that for like 3 to 4 hours. I didn't realize it would take that long when I set it up. So now I have this bag of weed now, so I have to do it now. So God, talking for that long really tires you out, especially when you're high. So I have no choice but to do it. I had other plans for that day, but this was going to be an all-day event. So I didn't even have a way to grind up the buds, so I just had to take a knife to them with a cutting board. Thank God I work in the kitchen so I could get my like knife skills down. God, no, I either gotta tell the story or I gotta mine. I can't do both right at the same time. That rhymed. So, I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna try it anyway. Where was I? Yeah. So I finally get the buds cut up, and they're finally in the water. Now comes the hour-and-a-half long waiting process. And I don't know if it works this way or not, but I felt like the steam that was coming out of the weed, that was getting me high. I feel like just a little bit. I don't know if that's true or not, because the way that weed works is that you have to heat it up for the chemical to turn into the chemical. If that makes sense. It starts out as one chemical which doesn't do anything, so you have to heat it up by either burning it or doing what I'm doing. It's called decarboxylation, I think. Don't fact check me on that. That's just what I came up with. So you have to heat it up for it to turn into the chemical that actually gets you high. So, uh, what? I don't even know. So, I have to do that. So, it's in the pot for an hour and a half. I'm just like, I'm like splitting my time between downstairs, just doing things like doing laundry and shit, to upstairs checking on that like every 5 minutes or so. Eventually, the first step is done. So then I can take those out. I can melt the cup of butter that I'm going to use it in, and I can put that butter into a mason jar, put the weed in the butter in the mason jar, put the lid on very loosely, and then put it into the water. You got that? Great. So here's the part where I sort of messed up. Mistake number one, if you will. I took a cup of butter and I took half an ounce of 30% strain. That's too much because that 30% strain, let me figure I gotta do the math real quick. Hang on. 1,000. What? No. 14 grams times zero point 0.3. That's about 4,000 milligrams of THC. Yeah. And even at like an 80% infusion rate, that's still like 3,500. That is so much for a cup of butter. So mistake number one, I over infused. I put too much of it into too little butter. So finally, though, Jesus Christ, after another 3 or 4 hours of waiting, the butter is finally done, so I can finally use it. What the fuck? It's very hard to breathe right now. So, you know, I got about 6 minutes till the next cookie. I think I'm gonna just take a break. A little break right now. Now, if I take a break now, I'm gonna forget. So, I finally have the butter done. It's done. It is finished. I use the cheesecloth to get the buds out of the butter. And now I finally have the butter. So I go downstairs and I start making the brownies. The problem, though, is that when I make anything, when I make any kind of baked good, all my roommates want some. But of course, I can't give them some of this because that would probably kill them. So before I make my batch, I have to make them their batch. And I end up using most of my ingredients on their batch. So I barely had anything left over for my batch, which didn't really matter. My batch didn't need to taste great, it just needed to be a thing. It just needed to be, you know? So I finished their batch, I let them have that, I start on my batch. As soon as I start on my batch, one of my roommates comes into the kitchen and says, "Yo, it smells like weed in here." Like, god damn it. God damn it. I know I said I was okay with them knowing, but I really wasn't. So I immediately panic and be like, what? And he's like, "I'm just kidding, bro. It's like I don't know." So Thank God. Thank God I made it out of there. Oh, hello to whoever's watching. I'm like halfway through telling a story about me making my first batch of edibles. Stick around if you want, but I'm almost done with the story, so we'll get back to the game in a bit. So, I get to finally make the brownies. Now, here's mistake number two. I, yeah, mistake number two. I used the full cup of butter that I made. Ooh, hello. I used a full cup of this butter that I made, which I wasn't supposed to do because that meant that this one batch of brownies would have about 4,000 milligrams of THC in it. And this batch of brownies got me so it's about 4,200 milligrams in the entire batch, about 4,000, sorry, 4,000 milligrams in the entire batch divided by the 24 brownies that it gets me. That's 160 milligrams of THC per brownie. Per brownie. 160 per brownie. This big of a brownie, like that little tiny brownie, 160 milligrams, which that is about 4 times more than I had ever taken at that point. But I don't realize this until after I've actually taken one. So after letting the brownies cool for an hour, I cut them into the 24 pieces, and I take one brownie because I'm like, one brown. By the way, we're on Act 3 of the story now. This is a 3-act story. We did the getting the weed, we did the making the brownies, now we're on actually eating them. Act 3. God, stop that. So, sorry. Uh, what was I saying? Right. Brownies are finally done. They're cooled. I have them cut into 20. I have them cut into 24 pieces. Now I take one of the brownies. By the way, I picked like the smallest corner piece possible, just in case, just in case it was too much for me. But I took that one brownie, which I thought would be fine, and then I ate it. Thankfully, I left a note on the brownie tray that said, do not take more until like an hour and a half or whatever. That was just so that I didn't think, that's just so I didn't do the classic, these edibles ain't shit, and then ended up dying. So, thank God I did that. That still didn't help the fact that I did one at all. So, I eat the brownie, and for like the first half an hour, I don't feel anything. And now I'm thinking, did I screw it up at some point? And I was thinking, hey, I should probably go eat another one. But I had that note there, so I could remind myself I should really wait until about an hour and a half. And thank God I did, because after about an hour had passed, everything, just immediate wave. It's like the entire planet is sitting on me. I can't breathe. I can't think straight. It was by far one of the scariest experiences I've ever had while high. Oh, God. So I'm just sitting there. It felt like hours, but it was only like 10 minutes. I tried to do my classic routine because whenever I get high, I usually just put on YouTube and waste time for like however long. We are almost at the end of this half hour, but I'm gonna hold off on that because I'm really getting to the juicy part. Usually I just lay on my bed eating snacks and watching YouTube videos, but I couldn't even do that because my vision was too bouncy blurry, and my that's fun, right? I should. What am I doing? I'm gonna block that off and that off before I finish the story. We're almost done. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. So, I can't even just do my normal routine of relaxing because my vision is just shifting all over the place. I'm getting like after effects. It feels like I'm falling into the bed instead of just like sinking into it, like what I'm used to. It is so terrible. It was so terrible for like an hour. Then I calmed down and it was like, okay, I could probably do this. So that's when it really got to like the classic fun high that I was used to. Here's the thing about here's the thing about edibles though, or THC in general. The more of it you take, the longer it lasts. That's like the big problem, you know. So, like with anything else, you'd probably just get hit all at once, but then it has like a set time limit. No, if you take that much at once, it's gonna stick with you. Like I went to bed high, obviously, but I woke up extremely high as well. And here's another problem that I did this evening. When I ate the brownie at 7 o'clock at night. It first hit at 8:30. I stayed awake until like 11:30, 11:45 that night. But the problem, mistake number three, is that I had to open at work tomorrow, which meant I had to be up by 4:30 in the morning. And that didn't even cross my mind until I was like 5 seconds away from sleeping. I was like, oh shit, wait. God damn it. So I wake up at 4:30. Thankfully my alarms actually go off this time. I wake up at 4:30. I am still just as high as I was when I went to bed. I had to like as I was getting dressed for work in like half darkness, I I God, I I could barely I almost fell over like twice. Everything was just shaking. It was a nightmare. And then because the buses don't run that early, so I had to get another Uber into work. And of course, it was still just as cold as it was earlier. So standing out there waiting for my Uber to get there while high as fuck and just regretting my life choices. I think that's my lowest point. Oh, but it does get funny though, because by the time I actually get to work, this is the first time I'd ever been high at work, by the way. Like, completely on accident. So, when I get to work, I am I am I am fucking sloshed. I can't do it. I go up to my manager and I'm not trying to leave or anything. I just want to let him know the problem. So I tell him like a very abridged version of that story, and he was cool with it. It wasn't even one of the managers, it was a shift leader, but he was cool with it. So he just like, "Yeah, come on in. Don't worry. We've all been there. Just just let me know if you need some problems." Yeah. And then he asked me for one of the brownies when I left. Uh, thankfully, I got rid of those. I gave them out to all my friends, so they're not in here. Otherwise, I probably would have done them instead of the cookies, to be honest. God. It's 6:30, which means I gotta do another brownie, or whatever. Okay. It's just, camera. Alright. This one's for you, ladies and gentlemen. For the one person who stuck around, who's actually me. So, I got enough water. Cheers. You know what? They're starting to taste better. Cheers. Oh, I did not have enough water. This is gonna be a nightmare. Ah. I should have got more water before I did this. Yeah, it didn't help at all. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Ah. Mm. All right, 30 minutes again. So yeah, crazy story, right? Let's let's get back into it. Hmm. So yeah, that story about me and my substance abuse was hilarious and all. And while yeah, it was the first time I'd ever been to high work, it was not the worst time I'd ever been high at work. I cannot get out of here. I'm gonna have to break some blocks. Okay, it's daylight. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna chop some wood while I tell you this next story. So, it was uh it was about a week after I had it was about 2 weeks after I had gone to high work that one time. After I'd first made the brownies. And and this time I had this time I was not doing brownies. I was doing the cookies. Or no. No, the cookies came after. No, I you guys will remember I forgot to put the screen on. But you guys remember uh when I first ordered that ounce of weed before I went and bought the half ounce? Yeah, that still arrived. That still came in. But this time I didn't know what to do with it because I didn't have any way to smoke it. Until I realized that you can look up anything online. So, yeah, I looked up uh, homemade ways to smoke weed, as you do. And I found the tutorial where you could take like a soda bottle, a straw, poke that in there, get a little tinfoil in there, and then you can make your own bong. It was crazy. I figured that out. So I could now smoke this uh, ounce of weed. And it wasn't good, by the way. It was not good weed, but it was weed. And I figured before the it would probably go bad before the cooked brownies did. Uh, so after it arrived, I sort of just flipped between eating like a little bit of the brownie and smoking the weed on other days. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it is now November 20th. It is November 20th. It is my day off, and I only have two plans for today. Plan The first plan was to smoke a lot of weed because hey, if you smoke it if you got it. So, plan A was to smoke copious amounts of weed, and you're probably wondering, hey, why are you going to the movie theaters while you're high? Because it's fun. Everything is fun when you're high. So you could at least attempt to enjoy. That would probably be dangerous. I don't know. So, so yeah, I wanted to go to the. I wanted. God damn it! I told the story out of orders. Whatever. My second plan that night was to go see a movie. Specifically, I went to go see Wicked for Good. As you do. So, I was gonna go see Wicked for Good while high. So, I wake up at like 9 a.m. and by 10 a.m. I'm just taking huge bong rips. To call it a bong isn't over exaggeration. It is really just a pile of trash that you could smoke out of. So I'm doing that for about 3 hours. Very productive. So I'm just constantly. It's now 2:30. I am laying on bed, just existing, and that's when I start getting phone calls from work. And that's when I panicked because, oh my God, was I supposed to work today? Did I get that wrong? I had been high a lot lately, so maybe I did. But, I pick up the phone and turns out I'm not supposed to work today. But you didn't see that. But the person who was supposed to work today is not going to be able to work today. So they needed someone to come in and cover, and I was their only person. Because I'm high and I can't think straight, and I'm, you know, abused. I don't know what the word is. Like when you're easily manipulated. No, I don't know. Because I can't say no to anything. So I just like, I pick up. I'm just there at the phone. He's like, "Hey, Robin, can you come in and cover the shift?" And I was just like, uh, yeah. So yeah, two big problems with saying yes to that. First of all, I had to work while stupidly high again. I don't enjoy doing that, by the way. I don't like being high at work. It's not fun, and it's not worth it. But either way, mm, what is it? So yeah, first of all, I had to go to work high. But second of all, I would no longer be going to see Wicked for Good. So I go on Fandango to cancel a ticket, but because it's like an hour before the movie starts, they tell me I can't get a refund and they can't reschedule the ticket. So now I'm out like $16 for the evening, which is just fantastic. I get on the next bus out there. I can barely like hold myself together. I am I'm not there. I'm not there. I'm still at home. I'm just piloting myself. So I should be playing Minecraft. I really should be playing Minecraft. What do I even do next? Get more diamonds? Kill more things? Yeah, I don't know. But, so no. I get on the next bus out. When I get into work, I am having trouble existing. So, unfortunately, this time I don't tell my boss that I'm high because this was not one of the cool bosses. This was an actual manager. So, I didn't want to let that happen. So, I'm just I I go through my day, you know. He greets me there and he said, "Hey Robin, thank you for coming in. We're really appreciative." I was like, "Uh-huh." He's like, "Hey, don't you worry. I'm gonna pay for your meal tonight as a thanks." And that immediately perked me up because that's exactly when the munchies kicked in. Uh, I'm sorry, my munchies like came back, I guess. I don't know. But that was great news. So I power through the rest of my shift. It was like 5 hours long. It felt like it was 5 minutes, honestly. That was like the fastest shift has ever flown. So near the end of the shift, though, I'm working on my cleaning, trying to get things finished up. My boss comes up to me and he asks me, "Hey, Robin, I just need to know, like, no, I'm not accusing you of anything, but are you high as fuck right now?" And it was like I couldn't lie to him, so I just had to be like, Yeah, sorry." I mean, by that point, I really wasn't that high anymore, but I still had to be like, "Yeah, sorry." And he's like, "Robin, this is fucked up, man. We cannot have you coming to work when you're high." It's like, I'm sorry. Do you know? I work at a restaurant, by the way. Do you know how many people come to work high intentionally? Mine was accidental, and I explained it to him that it was accidental. But he was still like, "No, we can't be having this." Like first of all, everyone else came to work high. Second of all, it was an accident. Third of all, you're one of the people that I gave away my brownies to. What are you talking about? It's not like you're anti-weed. What the hell? Ugh. So, yeah, that was a pretty bummer way to end the day. But something else happens. You see, I get out of work at like my movie was scheduled for 3:30. That was out of the question. I get out of work at like almost 9 o'clock. And I'm really sad because I didn't get to see my movie. But I go on to Fandango again just to see if I can schedule it for next week. And I find out that I am actually in time for one more showing. There was exactly one more showing of Wicked for Good that night. The tickets were like $20, but I didn't care. I wanted to go see that movie so bad. So I get to the theater at 9:45. I buy my snacks, and I'm still a little bit high at this point, so I'm like, yeah, give me all that. I get a hot dog, I get a big bag of popcorn, I get a big soda, which I was supposed to get a refill on, but the lady wouldn't let me get it, which was fucked up because it was all $30. So for the I paid $30 for the snacks. I paid $20 for the ticket. I have to take like a $20 Uber home because my ride left. And all of that just for me to go see Wicked for Good. And let me tell you, it wasn't really that good. God damn. I am not a smart person. That I am not. Okay, but now we should get back to playing the video game. The thing I fucking decided to do in the first place. Okay, but no, seriously, what do we do now? I'm not really strong enough to go to the Nether. I don't really care enough to build a house. Maybe it's just the we talking, but I just don't care about anything right now, man. God. Also, I pretty sure I was very loud, so I'm sure everyone knows. That's fun. Maybe I could probably build a house here. I need more water. Eh. I need more water. I need more water. I'm gonna go get more water. Alright, we back? Great. God. I don't even know, man. Maybe there's a reason that Mr. Wigglesworth hasn't done this. Ooh, iron. Maybe there's a reason he hasn't done it yet, because it's not a good thing to do. Ugh, I feel... Okay, see? Come on to the sun. Right into the sun, you bastard. I am fighting for my life here, chat. Ha! Now it's just a war of attrition. I could run, but if I run, then I'm a coward. I'm standing my ground, chat. I am relentless. The battle is won. I am Victor. Now I am running like a little baby. Oh my god. What? How did this one happen? I don't know. Welcome to the stream, boys and girls. We are having a beautiful time in Minecraft today. I got no idea what I'm gonna do next. Genuinely. I need. What the hell? Oh my god. We don't question our large member. We do not mention it. We simply invention it. What? Okay, there's a cave that I could die in. There's another piece of coal. I need that. Oh god. It's also getting to, it's starting to get to that level of high where it's like I'd rather just watch someone play Minecraft instead of playing it myself. So you know, maybe just for my own safety, I'm gonna have to call it there. I'll make it to the end of the where am I? I'll make it to the end of the timer, but I am not eating anything more tonight. I can't take it, man. Okay, genuinely, where the hell am I? I don't want to end this lost. Okay, that's that, so that's probably here. And, I think down this way. No? What? Hello? Is this even my world? I don't even know. What the fuck? Oh. See? See? Oh, it came back. Oh, it was relevant. Oh, it was fantastic. Did we make progress today? I don't even know. Jesus. Go start lighting up our area then. Oh god. Maybe it's just because I'm high or whatever. But God, I feel so nostalgic right now. This just feels like childhood. Yeah, I'm definitely too high. But god damn it. Damn it, man. I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft. Oh, you joined at a weird time, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how much more progress I could make. I don't know how much more I want to make, honestly. Gonna move, organize some stuff. And, I'm gonna organize my stuff. Just throw everything in chest. Bucket flour, wheat. That's probably good. I'll get to the rest of this down here. Down here is where the stone goes. Okay, that can stop. That can stop right now. do not like, do not want. Oh, it's dark. I don't like it when it's dark. Mm. The water will keep me alive. Run to the shore first, because that's where the little zombies can't spot you. Now we're going to light up more of our area. Ah, God. That would have been funny. Too bad I didn't say any of it. I was thinking to myself for like 5 minutes. I thought I was talking to you guys, but no, I was thinking to myself. But no, I thought, what if we tagged, what if I tweeted at Luke the Notable and asked him when he was doing 100 days of hardcore highcraft? It's like, yeah, can you do that? Can you just get high on camera for me? It's what I'm doing. And I guess it would work. I mean, how many, hang on, I'm gonna do a viewer check. I really gotta get off here soon. Yeah, the views on the YouTube are still terrible. But views on the TikTok are also terrible. But views on the Instagram are also fine. Whew. I got 8 more minutes before I can go to bed. Don't want to fall in the lava. That'd be a very anticlimactic way to end this. God, I love this game, man. I love this game. I don't even care that I'm high. I just love this game. That looked like a creeper, but it wasn't. Thank God. I don't think I could have done that. God, I really need this to be over, but I'm gonna keep it out because I love this game. I'm definitely too high for YouTube. They're gonna flag this one. If they haven't the others, then at least this one. I don't even care. Uh-oh. God, I wish I could be quiet. God, I don't even know. This isn't great content, I know. I can't bring the energy. But I only have to do it for about 6 more minutes, and then we'll be fine. I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, we got 6 more minutes left. What kind of stories can I tell in 6 minutes? I mean, I could talk about the first time I got high. That'd be funny. Would I do it though? Am not? I forgot to change the camera. Again. I love this. I love it so much. Oh God. I guess I could talk about my haircut. That's actually a more fascinating topic to me. Thank God. Uh, you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the last stream or any of my other videos, but I've had really long hair for like a while. And a few days ago, I decided, no, I don't want this anymore. So I decided to get it cut. But I don't have the money to go to a barber, so I just had to cut it myself. I looked up a tutorial, which looked fairly easy to follow. It was not. Yeah, because well, I get. Mm. So I get to starting with the edges, because the edges are what need to be short, and those are the easiest to not screw up. So I trim off the sides, and then the top and the sides, because I'm trying to. I don't know what it looks like to you, but I was trying to do a mullet because I thought that might be kind of fun. So I'm trying to do this mullet. I get this side shaved, that works out fine, but then I have to trim the hair itself, and that is ridiculously hard. It is so hard. Like you can see right here, there's kind of this patch that's just like I too short. Hello, goodbye. So yeah, I just fucked it up so badly. And the back, I cut the back too short. It's supposed to be a lot longer than it is, but I didn't do it right. So yeah, you know. Ugh. So now it's all screwed up. Thankfully, I have to wear a hat at work. I don't think I could show this in public. Ah, God. I should play better than wolves while high. would that would that be a good idea? I don't know. Should I? This feels like the end of my shift. Just waiting for permission to leave. Yeah. I'm really scared, honestly, of just never becoming anything, you know? How? I've wanted this YouTube thing to work out for a while, but I haven't, put myself out there. I didn't really try hard enough, or at least that's what I keep telling myself. I don't know that. I definitely didn't try as much as I could have. And of course, there's also the whole algorithm and everything on the internet just changes so fast. So it's like I couldn't keep up, and I didn't have good enough content. I didn't have a high enough quality to catch people's attention. So it never happened. And now that I'm like 23 years old, my life is basically over. I'm just so scared. I don't I don't want to die nobody. I'm God, I don't think I've ever gotten that emotional while high, so that was an experience. Did I check this house? If there's treasure in this house, I'm gonna scream. No, I definitely didn't check this house because I didn't have to do a parkour jump. God, just nothing. All y'all broke bitches. What house is over here? Maybe. Don't mind me, just collecting the rent. But I own my house. Not anymore. That's a burning stand. And nothing. Cool. Cool. Okay. Chicken egg. Blue egg. I think if you throw them at the chicken itself, it should have a higher chance of spawning a baby. Just me personally. Anyway, this has been fun up until like the last 5 minutes or whatever when I got like depressed, but I don't know. Can pick off some iron. And yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. Either if you watched it live or if you caught the VOD or if you saw this at the end of the video. I don't know. Just thank you. I don't think I've ever said that enough. Mm. God, like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have even dreamed of being here in this house with this computer talking to you guys. I probably still would have been homeless. I would have still been living out of hotels. I don't want to think about that. I don't know. What is it about weed that makes you want to think about things you shouldn't think about? Anyway, thank you all for being here. 3, 2, 1. Ah, it didn't. It didn't happen in time. All right. Oh my God. Yeah, this is fun though. I am enjoying it, for lack of a better word. Again, I really should have just like I should just shave the back so at least this is like kind of nice, but I want to grow it back out so I can try it again, you know? Yeah, anyway, I am so exhausted. So